PVT would like to say hello to everyone. This is the afternoon news. Finally had to wait until Zhang Yishan talked to Yangzi. In the world of showbiz, how can a relationship be considered good? Answer: Weibo sends birthday wishes. A few days ago, right on Yangzi's birthday, friends and fans from the same company posted a blog to congratulate her on her birthday. Well, the participants voluntarily accepted, and Zhang Yishan was called for donations by the entire network. Unfortunately, Yangzi did not hit people badly. As a result, a blessing video is being filmed. Click it, buddy. Wishes, happy birthday. It seems that he could not stand the pressure and was taken to Luongshan. Terrified, Yangzi rushed back to the comment area and explained, "I didn't force him. Ha ha ha, beautiful duo doesn't make me sad. Think of the public platform as a circle of friends and showcase your friendship on a comfortable level in front of the camera. There are very few same-sex friendships in such a laid-back world of entertainment. You don't have to hesitate and choose such words, but with your lover, be gentle and let go of yourself." Compared to real CP, real-life same-sex friendship in showbiz is much bigger. Guaranteed not, customers can rest assured to take. Almost every opposite-sex friendship cannot escape the mental torture of the media, so do you two agree? Zhang Yishan replied as follows: "Yangzi is my steamed vermicelli. But she is not my dish, she is the main thing the blue lover is to live. The lover is not perfect, but it is an extremely important development in life. The daily life of the two living treasures often quarrels with each other. Each year, the number of birthday greetings sent, and the tips is more than one. For example, the old saying last year Yangzi begged Zhang Yishan to wish him a happy birthday, but it was okay, just turned around and there was a chat on Weibo that made Yangzi stop in public. Zhang Yishan doesn't talk about love. Here, Yangzi is not to be outdone. Next year directly introduce the self-made earthy flavor show-off package hard one seriously, we should send a nostalgic well wishes. As a result, when I entered the comments section, it actually took me only 3 seconds. Yangzi seemed to have an allergic reaction, grateful and didn't forget to say a sentence in the middle. I know these dozens of words were born by you after thinking for a long time, looking it up in the dictionary and Baidu. Online between you and I was extremely impressed. And when the two actually meet, the scene is told even more. Zhang Yishan has a variety show called High Energy Youth League. One season, Running Man's team asked Yangzi to be his friend, but they refused at first sight. Zhang Yishan shouted monster in his head, although you can see how loud he laughs, because the corner of his mouth almost touches the back of his neck. Yangzi is famous in the entertainment world, but combined with Zhang Yishan is a werewolf, and Xiaoguro can always be a couple. Fighting, a soul in the movie Family with Children. Zhang Yishan put his foot on Yangzi's hand as the leader. He crossed his arms around his waist, turned his head and opened his mouth with a Luhan-like smirk, while Yangzi directly stammered, "It must be said that everyone kisses you back and forth. How did that game go? You say one more word. I strangle you, believe it or not." Ha 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 ha. These two living treasures grew up in equal proportions from the children's house. As you grow up, your childishness also changes. If we say, Mountain Purple means a young couple and their childhood friends going to school, then He Jiong and Zina are symbols of new friendship. They have known each other for more than 20 years and they had misunderstandings after a long time working together. One launch, one filming, one voice and one stabilization. When Zina is addicted to play, He Jiong will turn into an expert in solving cases. I caught Zina's leg, and this way I'm going to make it a burden. I didn't eat anything this morning, this is my last meal. In miserable sales, bowl that noodle at noon for the dog to eat. In such mutual loss, we see the anger of celebrities in the entertainment industry. But openly arguing with each other is best if they talk to each other to understand each other's weaknesses. For this friendship to be considered a fairy tale, it must be deep enough. In front of the camera, Vu Ongzilu often gives Tana words on the scene, always the person she trusts. After Zina had a baby, Master On was even added to her list of companions. For He Jiang, Zina not only brings him joy, but also a vitamin that helps him get more energy and find his balance in work. Many people like to describe a relationship type like a friend. It just means that they can express all their true feelings and not have any concerns whatsoever. Together for 29 years, Ren Quan and Li Bingbing have always been extremely friendly. This is a prime example of such a friendship. How close are these two? Suppose that Jialing asked Zhang Yishan to play her favorite mother. Li Bingbing asked Ren Quan to play the role of the grandfather with whom she had a close relationship in the first sketch she drew in college. But different from colleagues is because of their attractiveness that brings them closer together. The friendship of Bingbing is largely from personal agreements and acquaintances. The two collaborated n times while they were in college, and signed a contract with the same company to make movies for each other after graduation. The development paths are almost the same, and the way they come together is more like a family. In 2017, they were guests together on Aspiration to Live. Both did not have time to wash dishes for each other. One is scribbled, the other is guilt and obsessive compulsions. Looking at the shop lace washing dishes, Li Bingbing directly appeared in the midst of disgust. You didn't wash your cup handle? This is all on the table. Oops. I washed it, I'll do it later. Maybe he's afraid of being criticized, so next time, Ren Quan really has a good sense to clean the spoon. Being together long enough, they understand each other's personalities through their hands and get used to each other's presence. Once there is an accident, their consciousness is higher. Ren Quan shared their thrilling past behind the scenes. At the time, they wanted to represent the school at the national finale, and because they were co-producing a TV series in a different city, they moved between the two places. At the competition, Ren Quan had a nosebleed in the middle of the performance because he scared Li Bingbing, so he asked him to treat the wound, but tears rolled down his cheeks. In the last embrace, Li Bingbing was suddenly shocked by the bad mood and negative emotions. He was so scared that he died and came back to life. Coincidences are difficult to make into a movie to be touching or romantic in the eyes of others. But Ren Quan brought up the old story again on the show after many years, although he said it was a very sad thing. Before the accident, friendship sometimes does not lie in people they have met, but sincere care and pain have been a great encouragement. The admiration for the friendship of Bingbing lies in, you have fought together as children, have been by your side for many years, I can feel all the fatigue and suffering behind you after your loss. That sentiment is better than affection, and it's not true, but it will move people's hearts. As Ren Quan said before the speculation surrounding their relationship, this really can't be ignored, but we will be together forever. In addition to fighting, this friendship can also be very romantic. People with beautiful friendships in the showbiz world are not only close friends who know each other, but also couples that are just right. Just like Shen Tang and Molly. As a very good combination in the comedy scene, God Ma is a bit strong. Once the two were interviewed with an audience when asked to describe them as a type of food. Molly for the first time gave a straightforward answer, I think Brother Tang is similar to red wine. Unexpectedly, Uncle Shen immediately copied the answer and called Molly the second bottle of red wine. Daily entertainment broadcast. It sounds like a joke, but it is not all fake. Even such feelings are real. There is a scene at the end of Charlotte Troubles where Charlotte has AIDS, and Ma Dongmai goes to the hospital for treatment. At that time, the camera would film Shen Tang's tear, which had been filmed more than 10 times, and Molly cried every time it was recorded. When outsiders expressed disbelief, Molly explained, when I saw him disappear, I started to cry. Daily broadcast of entertainment. As two friends who have worked together for many years, they respect, and when Shen Tang first saw Molly's play, he intended to collaborate with her. In turn, Molly also noticed his ability from the bottom of her heart. Not long ago, Shen Tang was nominated for the 100 Flowers Award, although he lost 0 votes in the end, but Molly made him wait too long to get the result. If someone else doesn't give it, I will hold him a trophy in his hand. Blue Feather meeting room. Working together for many years, but not as close friends, but become solid support for each other. These are business misunderstandings. There is also another simple tacit understanding that friendship is healed. Most close friends also have similar personalities. For example, Chao Tan and Tran Khan are two people who usually live upstairs more than downstairs. According to Chen Kun, because their hearts are always warm, the two of them talk about many things and can solve anything. For Chen Kun, Jo Soon's appearance is different from other friends. When he has something on his mind, old friends will help him shrink and handle the problem carefully. Of course, that's true, but that's not what he wants right now. He wanted someone to accompany him more quietly, and Jo Soon was one of them. For him, just drink with him and listen to music. He will digest himself and get well. He doesn't need to be too big. Jo Soon's bad words won't have more. For Chao Tan, Tran Kun will be tolerant of her shortcomings. When the two of them talk to each other backstage, there will be a link where they discuss their issues. When it came to Chao Tan, she revealed that she used to hold Tran Kun's hand to talk when he watched movies, and she kept talking about herself. I think this defect is real. As a result, Tran Kun used autism, half jokingly to relieve Jo Soon's mental burden. I really enjoy it. I tend to be abused. You say Kun Soon friendships are typical. I want whatever you can give. Chen Kun needs a good companion, and Jo Soon needs a friendship big enough to help her fly. It may seem insignificant or even incomprehensible to one person, but to another it is. And the most important kind of friendship, it's deeper and more tolerant. Don't care about receiving and paying, just seeing them happy. For example, Kiao Renliang and Chen Kaion. Kiao Renliang has a personal words and Chen Kaion. Pet Kiao Renliang was the best friend Chen Kaion had when he went to mainland to film, and they loved each other very much. Jo Chen likes wolf dolls. Kiao Renliang knew that there was a restaurant with a special edition, but he needed a certain amount of money to get it, so he brought his friends to dinner with him and surprised Chen Kaion. Yoku All-Stars. He also said that Jo Chen's happy face while she was receiving attention was his best image. Therefore, at events attended by Jo Chen, he will appear like a doll. Whether you can find a friendship in the entertainment industry without having to explain much. But it is rarely possible to forge a good story about friendship. As a public figure, the friendships of celebrities need to be exposed to the public, where they are constantly scrutinized and judged. So it's more complicated than other people's friendships, and it's hard to withstand criticism. If the reputation of the two sides is equal, it will also avoid controversies. Once the popularity wears off, you may end up overheating and hugging your thighs. We love seeing these characters' amazing friendships and the fact that they've been together for decades when they joined Vanity Fair. Maybe because they understand that it's not easy to combine circles, or maybe it's just because they have common interests, but the two become companions and witnesses to a certain stage in life each other's. The reason why they are considered the dream fairy couple is because they are rare insights, but also because they reflect our most wanted and longing for friendship. Play without any worries, cheering and accompanying you in the most difficult times, and always full of surprises. The meaning of a good friend to both sides is different. But friendship is equally important to all of us. Similar to two independent gears, they can only work successfully if they are inlaid together. Not asking for a happy ending, having such a past is already a great blessing in this life. Thank you all for watching PVT Express News. Goodbye everyone.